Welcome to another video on my pneumatic hand robotic arm with elbow and arm pivot, lower gear, controller and compressor. Last time I was forced to make some changes due to an incident, and that forced me to reconstruct this part of the elbow, and made me also realize that I had to do something about this construction. Also, I noticed that probably due to the weight of this counterweight here, there's a slight unalignment which I have to fix. And another problem that is occurring is the changing position of this piece of carton here, which is supposed to press against the upper and lower switch of the lower gear. So those are the three focuses of this video, and let me first go back to the elbow. And first thing to do is to connect these 2 points. Well, that is quite easy to do, or it should be anyway, which is by taking this piece and connecting it to the parts that I put on last time. And this also tightens the whole thing, makes it more upright, etc. And while this seems more solid, and now it is in the lower gears in the upper position, I have to be sure that when I put such a connection right here, that it doesn't obstruct the arm when it's going up. So what I need to do first is make sure that the arm is in the upper position, and then make sure that this is going to be alright. That I do by activating the lower gear, which is immediately a test to see if that works. So up to the diagnosis interface and see if everything works. So first of all, I have to activate the controller, or select the controller anyway. Yes. Then it is about the lower gear, which should be, let's determine the correct way, the first motor on the slave, and then see if that indeed works. Yes, Yes. Alright, this is the upper position on one side. Well, better yet, this is just the upper position in the lower gear. So now I'm moving it. Alright, here we stand. So right now they both work, but from experience I know that is not always the case. And now it is time to actually determine if that connection is interrupting the movement of the arm, and that will be a very narrow escape, but it will work. So that is a very good thing. No cables hindered, obstructed, or obstructing, equally important. So I'll let it in this position and have a construction ready. Yeah, I think that's best. So I'll close it for now and see whatever happens. As said, the arm is now in the position of the lower gear lowest position. So it's time to take the one that is going to be here, the connection. So I can do it like this. And the point is, I can't do the same here because the way this is constructed is not exactly the same. Although I could turn this element here for say 90 degrees, but then right on this point there is such a connecting screw, so that would be very difficult, if not impossible, to put this connection, the same connection here at the same level. So I have to do it like this. But with all this, let me see if the arm moves at with the same ease as it did. So now once again the diagnose interface. Open the interface as you've just seen. And yes, it seems that there's no problem at all. No problem at all, which is a relief. So at least this will stay as is. Which brings me to the second topic of this, or the second focus of this video, which is right here. Here, if I put this rope away, you can see that it is not exactly aligned, and that is a problem. It is probably caused, as said, by this counterweight. It is being held in its position by this connecting piece. Without it, it would go down anyway. But it would be best if it was like this. And I can't press this down, but I can press this up. I can't press this up, but down, yes. So let's see if this piece will just hold it. And I'll have to pick two of these screws and see whatever, see if they indeed hold. So this is one and this is two. I could move this, of course, one there, so that I have one here as well. But as is shown right down here, where this part is shown vertically as well, that proves that it can move freely anyway. So I better not risk it and keep it just like this. I hope it will stay. Which brings me to back to the lower gear. Looking at the lower gear with that piece of carton, and the best way to look at it is to put it somewhere in the middle, and then it becomes a bit clear, and I hope you can see that. There are actually two problems. First of all, it is the connection with the cord to, well, actually this same rod or bar, and then right in the middle is this carton, which can too easily slide, but which is necessary to actually press this switch both up and down. Is it then not easier to actually put the cord on the carton? Well, in this present situation it's impossible to do. Is it an idea? Of course it's an idea, and it would probably reduce the chance that it will slide. But how can I prevent it from sliding right now? I might use a piece of adhesive tape, which is actually quite a nice idea. So using this adhesive tape, let me see how that works out without damaging what already is there. So long piece of tape. And I have to get rid of, ouch, that's not going to work like that. So, can this be put over that tape in the way that it is right here and a part over the rod or axis? Alright, a little bit higher. And this is proving to be hard enough. So how do I get this up? Probably from below, and then I see that it is already impossible to do. Let me get another rod to have an example. So would this even stick? Well, yes, it would definitely stick. So that would not be the problem. Oops. The problem is how to get it there, because the space to put it there is not very big. I could make it smaller, and that would make it a lot easier, I think. Let's cut it in half. To keep it in position, roll around, which is easiest to do. But then I already noticed the problem that it doesn't stick. Yep. And it even ruins the tape that is around the carton. So that is not a good idea. So, although a nice idea, it's not a good solution. And with that, I will run the complete test again. So no diagnosis, but the whole program, and see how this works out. So first I have to disable the diagnosis and start the program. So let's see how this works out. Well, that works. Yes. And it goes wrong. it goes very wrong because it had completely missed this. That is an ouch. How come it has missed the arm pivot? Maybe because I touched this. So first thing to do is bring the arm completely back. And yes, I have to use the diagnosis interface for that. This is not good. And this is motor 2 on the slave. Does it touch it? It goes over it. So now I have to push this down. Close the diagnosis interface. Start the program again. Does it do now? And especially the switch. And now it works. That was a very big oops. So when I push it down, it completely misses it. Ouch. And what I also notice now is that the wrist doesn't do anything. It does nothing at all, actually. So how does that come around? Yeah, because one of the connectors is out. And now it works. But the lower gear isn't doing anything. So why not? Because it doesn't press against the sensor. So that needs to be resolved. Alright, let me press one of the fingers again. And let me relocate the camera a bit. Pressing a finger. Right. This doesn't work. Neither does this. And why doesn't the lower gear work? Oh dear. Okay, let me start the program again. because too many things are not working properly. Instead of running the program again, I decided to run a diagnosis. And what I first want to see if the fingers are actually responding. That's one. Yeah. Alright, so electrically that's alright. Then once again the slave, because it is now clearly pressing against the lower switch, the lower gearbox, so why doesn't it do anything? Alright. Yep. Oh yes, most clearly working. So this raises a very big question about the program, because when we go here to the output, nope, that's too far. Upper, no, switch 1 and one other switch of the lower gear, and that is all lower gear. It says left and right, but it is actually up and down. So what's wrong? Is this really about timing, that one switch is held some way, somehow? It works one time and it doesn't the other time. Alright. Let's go start the program again and see whatever happens once again, because the diagnosis shows no problem. Alright, last attempt for now to get it all running. Let's see. Oh, I get it. For some reason, nothing else is red when one switch is pressed, and even now I don't see any output. I don't see any output on the screen as regarding to sensors. So let me start again and see whatever happens. Right, I had to press the upper sensor, and now the arm actually moved nicely. But once again, it's being held. So I may have to change the algorithm after all. And here it is being held again, and now it's moving again. And now the finger is moving, and now the arm is moving again. So yes, I'm pressing one of the fingers, which is working. And now the arm is working. Finger moving, arm moving, up and down. Alright. And that's about it for the for the arm again. Unless let's feel it. No. Alright, let's grab the thumb. And again, it's not moving for some reason. Well, the arm base is nice, but that's all there is. So I think I better actually put or change the algorithm of the lower gear, but that is for next time. So what did I do? I improved the elbow. I improved the arm right here, and I looked at the lower gear, which still isn't good, but that's an algorithmic issue, and I'll really have to address that next time. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me please on Instagram and Twitter. Please make a donation to keep my blog and videos alive. Where you can find info on my website, and on my website also info on my other projects. And this is to be continued. Bye bye.